Let's get going.
Yeah, let's get it going. Well, you actually already introduced yourself to the viewers on your Instagram Live, but please do so as well for our platform. So, who are you? What is No Kings Allowed? Where are you from? Well, let's not spoil the where are you from, maybe.
Okay, so that's a lot of questions. I'll try to address them one by one. Well, we're No Kings Allowed, a metalcore/deathcore band based in the Netherlands and Belgium. We try to remain anonymous. That's why we're wearing the masks, and we're talking English now because obviously, otherwise you'd guess according to our accent where we're from. So, what was the other question again?
Yeah, that's about it. Who's on the couch? I can obviously tell by the colors of your mask.
Yeah. Well, I'm Red, basically, and I'm the lead guitar player, kind of say the mixing, mastering engineer. That's kind of what I do. So, yeah.
Yes, I'm Green, and I think I do more like the planning stuff, everything about arrangement for the video clips, the shows. Yeah, everything from the planning, and I'm the I'm the rhythm guitar player too.
Obviously, you already released an album, but I don't think you were actually complete, or your lineup wasn't complete until after the album, or maybe right before. How did your band come together?
So it basically started with just the two of us as a project. We were not actually planning on becoming like a full band. We wrote a couple of songs, and then Green here, he got into contact with our lead singer, Gold, and he kind of like put vocals on some of the demo tracks that we made, which was I think in May, June, like last year. And we were like, okay, so this is really cool. Perhaps we could do something with this. And in just like 2 months' time, we basically wrote the entire album of Dethroned, and our vocalist put vocals on it. And we're like, okay, let's just start releasing, and then kind of like slowly but steadily the whole process came together, and we decided, okay, maybe we want to become a full band. And when we started to get at least some recognition on the internet, we were like, okay, we really need to be, like, we don't just want to be an internet project or just like a studio project. So then we kind of like started to look for band members, which was Green's thing, so you can tell some more about that.
Yeah, I think it all started after I stayed with the band, and then we started thinking about making a full band, and then I started searching the whole internet for people, and then eventually it all came together, like in I think 2 weeks time.
Yeah.
2 weeks time we found everybody, and I think it's just a match right now. I think we're like a group of guys now that are becoming truly friends.
Mm.
And yeah, I think that's how it went. It didn't take so long as expected. So now we're putting on the gas to make a second album with the guys, and everything is going good.
So I heard you mention that you two started the band. Is it also right that you are that you wrote most parts of the first album?
Yeah. So basically, almost all of the tracks are written by us together. So we just like book studio time. Well, basically, it's just in my studio. We sit down and write the songs from start to finish. So it's bass, drums, guitars, samples, synthesizers, like everything. And the vocals are done by Gold. So he gets the instrumental track, and then we just say, okay, what do you want to do with the vocals? Sometimes we bring up our own ideas as well, but yeah. So the entire album, The Throne, was written by the two of us, vocals by Gold. Um, right now, since we're a full band now, we want to get everyone's input. So you'll hear on the second album, you'll be hearing a lot more of the other guys' influences as well. So, but we're the main writers of the songs. Yeah.
Is the second album going to be really different sound-wise than the first, or is it still going to be mostly the same?
I'm gonna let you answer.
I think we wanted to prove something in the second album, and we wanted to go a little bit heavier. I think this album is a little bit more going towards deathcore than metalcore, and I think it's almost the same vibe, but we wanted to go heavier. We wanted to sound a little bit harder, I think, especially also for the shows. We wanted to bring in some more punch, I think. It's a little bit more like chuggy chug, like we say. But yeah, I think it's going more to the deathcore side, symphonic deathcore side, something like that. Mm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because with the current album, Dethroned, it's more like symphonic metal, melodic death metal, maybe, than actual metalcore or deathcore. There's definitely some of that as well, I think.
Yeah, it's always hard because people want to put you, like, obviously everyone wants to put you in some sort of box, like what kind of genre is your band, and we never really thought about that. We were just like, okay, we're gonna write music, and this is the music that we come up with and that we like, and we're not really interested in like, okay, we want to be a metalcore band or a deathcore band. So it's, I think for the second album, it will also be melodic, but everything is a little bit more, I'd say like darker. We also dropped a bit in tuning, I think I can say that. So it will be heavier. There's more technical stuff going on, like technical breakdowns, and we really wrote the second album keeping in mind that we really want to play the songs live, and how would the songs affect the audience. That's basically our whole mindset. So we always say like, okay, we're gonna write another banger, and the first album, I think we had perhaps 14, 15 songs, and 12 made it on the album. And now we're already at like 20 songs, and we know that they're not all going to be on the album. So yeah.
Yeah, but to get back to the genre we're in, we heard like we were metalcore, we were progressive deathcore, we were progressive. And I think that's the good thing about the music that we write, that you cannot place it in like one corner of the metal genre. I think that is something that we really like about our own music, I have to say. I think you can say the same. It's just the riffs that we write, and the drum parts and the bass line. It's not about like, let's stay in that genre or go with that. We're just going like from a vibe, and it's a vibe that we want to push through to the podium, I think.
Yeah, because you haven't actually performed as No Kings Allowed yet. Do you have any stage experience as individuals, or maybe in some other projects, without spoiling any names?
Good that you say that. Yes, we do have some experience, yes, but it's also this entire year, like we are really focusing on rehearsals to make sure that in 2025 we're going to hit the stage, that the whole show will be, I wouldn't say perfect, but we really want to make a damn good show. So we don't have the stage experience as in this group, but each band member has been on stage in the past. It's also a reason why we do a lot of like live rehearsals and all that, just to like get used to the fact that people are like watching you. And stage presence will be a very important thing for us. We really want to make a show that people can go to and think like, holy shit, this band is just like crazy, and they're just like so high energy on the stage. So yeah, we think it's really important, and we're going to be working really hard to achieve that this year.
Yeah, I can see in the videos that you posted online that there's quite a lot of energy with you guys. Yeah.
That's mainly he's got ADHD. Like, this guy is all over the place. I'm the calm one.
Yeah, I think I have ADHD, you know. So for me, it's our band is just I put all my energy in it. So I think that like now that we are learning to know each other as guys, and it's not always just like playing music together. It's also when we meet and we do stuff that sometimes. Yeah, I think we're starting to get like a true band, like mates from each other, and I feel like in the last repetition, the last rehearsal that we had, that the energy was just fucking going.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we want, and that's what we want to create on stage as well. That the stage is never like a dead place or something. We wanted to keep it going, and like it should be like a whirlwind on the stage. That's it.
Speaking on inspiration, what bands are you inspired by, both musically and maybe like stage presence and stuff like that?
So, for me personally, I'd say I grew up listening a lot to Trivium, As I Lay Dying, Killswitch Engage, even some Children of Bodom. Perhaps Parkway Drive is one of my biggest influences, but also more like the deathcore bands like Suicide Silence, and currently I'm listening a lot to bands like Shadow of Intent, sometimes Lorna Shore. So I think you can hear that in the music, perhaps also. Slipknot, obviously, before I forget. And stage-wise, I don't know.
I think it's about that.
Yeah, Parkway Drive, because they also have that high energy vibe. But otherwise, like, yeah.
Where does the symphonic influence come from?
I'd say Shadow of Intent, yeah. Perhaps earlier, like when I was a little boy, I was listening to Within Temptation and Delane and, you know, like that kind of bands. Perhaps I also sparked a bit of that classical musical influences, but yeah, I'd say that. Yeah. All right, you want to say also?
Yeah, I think for me it's something else, because I started listening more like the vibes, like what I got from a child was like the power metal, like Masterplan, Stratovarius, all that kind of stuff. And then I went more to the In Flames stuff, the old stuff from In Flames. And then I learned this guy. I learned to know this guy, and this guy just put me down, right down in deathcore. So I think my influences was mostly because of this guy now. Yeah.
But Parkway Drive is our common love, like,
Yeah.
really inspiring.
Have you ever seen them live?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I actually have a quite funny story about that. it was on the Grass Pop 1 year ago, and we were together, and like we were watching like some shows, like the shows before, and then I met a girl, and then we went separate. We never found each other again until after Slipknot, so we never saw it together.
Yeah, that's the last time he'll ever do that to me. Like I say, I'm never going to you with a concert again. Like, hell no. Yeah, true.
It's always the best to meet someone at a festival, because you're probably never going to see them again. Why the mystery? Why the masks? Why the secrets? Why keep that mystery going?
Why did we choose for this again?
I think it was you and Gold who decided to wear the masks. So I think it's more like an influence of I think especially Slipknot. Like I think the being anonymous on stage also gives you some more freedom, I think, to do whatever you want on stage. And I think that was the main factor to do it. And yeah, maybe also a little bit the Sleep Token vibes to keep the mystery, let's say, about our band. I think that were the two main reasons to keep on the masks.
Yes, in the earlier stuff you put out on Instagram, we really couldn't see you guys at all, not even your eyes, and you had your hands like covered with black stuff. And then I saw, I think in your most recent video, I'm not sure which one it was, but at least one of you with the black glass out of the mask, and then you could see the eyes. Was that an accident or is that on purpose?
Actually, like speaking to you right now, everything is just condensed. We cannot see anything on the guitar or stuff. Yeah. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to take out the glasses and we're gonna schmink our eyes for on stage. Because it's absolutely not possible to play with the glasses because everything gets so condensed in here that you cannot see anything what you're doing on the neck. Yeah. So like for you are very blurry now for me.
And it's just like practical reasons, and also during video shoots we always put the glasses in, but during rehearsals we went to get used to the idea of okay, how is it to play with a mask on, and we just saw like after 2 songs it's so foggy you can't see shit basically, and sometimes I had to play solos through like this little vent, and I just had to look down, and then it's so annoying. So we're still. We might upgrade to other type of masks that will be more practical for on stage, but because obviously it's very cool if you wear a mask and all that, but you have to be able to perform. So
we can ask for the people to say what they think about it.
Yeah.
You should change masks for every tour or not.
Yeah, because we'll be hitting the stage after album too.
To change every album, we're going to change maybe the masks, but
yeah,
I'm not sure if we will do that.
It's a cool idea anyway. I think. Yeah. Yeah, well, who knows? Everything is already written and done, right? So there's no ceiling. I have so many questions and we're going all over the place. You're actually doing things like the other way around, because normally bands get together, they start rehearsing, they start putting maybe one song out, play some gigs, and then and grow like that. You actually came out of nowhere with a banger of an album with no shows yet. How is that working for you? Because I saw you have quite some streams on Spotify with the album as well. How's your fan base growing without playing any songs?
Yeah, I can answer that. It's kind of a whole strategy that we thought out of. We were like, okay, as mentioned before, we've had some experience in other bands, and we did the usual thing, as you said, and usually it would lead to playing shows for like 10 to 20 or 30 people, and it was all great fun, but we were more like, okay, we want, like, our goal is obviously to hit the bigger audience, and we're like, okay, how are we going to do that? And we thought, if we succeed to put out an album and build an audience online already, that's a great start. Obviously, we still have to, I'd say, start from the bottom and like work your way up from there, hopefully. But we just thought it was a logical idea, and also because we write really quickly, we were able to write the album, and we did everything ourselves. So I kind of think this is just what works for us, and
I think it's also very important to get known on internet before you play shows, because if you're just a band who plays 1 show or 2 shows or 3 shows in a year and you don't put out the content, I don't think people will start to know you. And I think we also want to show a little bit of ourselves in our content, and we want to do some stupid things and some funny things also. But I think it's in the day of now, you have to make content and you have to get a little bit more known in the internet before you go live, I think. And I think that's the way for every band right now to do it. So
you're partly Dutch and partly from Belgium. Is there a big difference in the metal scene in both countries, or is it more or less the same?
I think it's more or less the same.
Yeah, I think it's more or less the same. There's not really something that we're both known somehow in the local communities, and I think the metal communities is usually like you need to kind of like have the connections, and but most of the times people are very supportive on. I really like. We both sometimes go out and see local bands, and I think it's very important to support your local scene and go to the bands that are playing in your
I
area.
never know that it's us, so
No, they don't know it's us.
that's the problem.
Yeah. So it will only be beneficial for them. But anyhow, like people can always like in 2025 we got shows planned in the Netherlands and Belgium also, I think.
Yeah, Netherlands and Belgium.
Yeah. So
February, March.
hopefully people will be like, okay, these guys are from the Netherlands/Belgium. We go there, and we're gonna support No Kings Allowed. So we hope so.
Well, actually, I'm doing an interview with Inherited as well. They won the metal battle, and they got, I think, a touring car of 90 kids from Zeeland to go to their shows. So there probably is a large metal crowd in at least like the Zeeland and Belgium area.
I just want to say, I think we're thinking about also playing the metal battle maybe next year. So if we're allowed to. So first of all, a big applause to Inherited. So well done, guys. No, and I think we want to put on maybe a show on the metal battle if we're allowed to play. So let's see and let's hope we can.
Zeeland is kind of known to be like the Bible Belt. How is well, yeah, it kind of is. How are people in your area reacting to metal in general, or people?
I think I'll take this one. So I'm not gonna say too much about my job and what I do, but I move around in different environments, and I always get like two reactions. Either way, people kind of like they love metal and the energy and all that, or they just maybe don't understand it yet. That's always how I put it. Because if I come up to people who've never heard metal and I'm gonna give them, oh, you should listen to this song from Suicide Silence, they'll probably be like, what is this? But if you kind of like I think if you want to introduce people to metal, you probably should do more like Linkin Park stuff or start that way. But I don't really think that in the area that we're living, it's a big thing or something, or people see us as demonic or satanic or something, which we're not. So yeah.
I have more the feeling like it's in an up curve metal.
Yeah.
I don't have the feeling that it's more like I think more and more people are starting to understand the metal scene. I don't have the feeling that metal is going down or whatever, but I think more and more people can relate to metal. I think it's also a little bit maybe has to do something with the world right now also, because more people are angry right now.
Yeah.
So that can be something, but I think more and more people are getting into metal, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Just one more thing I want to add to that, like especially for the guys like Inherited. I think it's so amazing to see so many young people being involved and going to see, for example, their shows and all that. I'm like, if you can achieve that, that's it's a very good thing, and I hope that many young people will be coming to shows and hopefully to our shows also.
Yeah, that would be great. Going back to Dethroned, your first album, can you explain a little bit what the album is about, or what the inspiration behind the Dethroned was?
This should be a question for our lead singer, Gold. So shame on you, Gold, that you're not here.
Yeah, that you're not here.
Yeah, maybe next time. But the whole idea came from our band's name, I'd say, No Kings Allowed. We sort of started as somewhat like I'd say like more like a medieval story about like
I think when we were searching for the name, I think I was looking for something like together with you, like something modern, and we thought about mixing the modern kind of stuff with our mask and the image, with the old school and more the older stuff from the medieval stuff. But what I think what we also thought about was like when we have the medieval stories, we can still translate them to the modern world.
Yeah.
And I think that was a little bit my message, what was my influence in the album, and Gold made it really good.
Yeah.
All right, so final question. What's in store for No Kings Allowed in the coming year or years to go?
Well, I'm going to start off by saying that November, I think 22nd of this year, 2022, we will be releasing 2024, sorry. We're not going back in time. Yeah, my bad. Blame me, I'm not being a native English speaker, but anyhow, 22nd of November 2024, we will be releasing our new album, which is not...
Official announcement.
Yeah, we haven't decided what name it will be. Yeah, yeah. So, on 2025, we're gonna hit the deck, we're gonna play shows, and hopefully we'll be playing a lot of shows, so if you're a venue, you want to book us, just go to our website, look on our contact details, just send us information.
The main goal for the main goal after releasing our album will be playing live.
Yeah.
I think that will be our main goal. We're also doing a big investment in materials that we need and stuff that we need to play live.
Yeah.
So it's a big investment for us, and we really want to put down a big show for you guys. So
buy the album.
and yeah, there will be merch soon. There will be CDs soon. We will bring them to the shows. So if you want something like CDs or merch, you can order them soon, and we will bring them to the shows.
So basically conquer the world. That's our goal.
That's every band's goal, right? To conquer the world. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching at Instagram Live. First time for us, and we'll see you later.